In this video, I would give you an overview of how to read a case file. The first and foremost principle of reading a case file is to understand why you're reading it. You must understand whether you're reading the case file to argue the case yourself or reading it to brief a senior. Depending upon why you're reading it, your focus and style of making notes would change. However, certain ground rules would not change. These ground rules are: number 1, getting the big picture and understanding the plot of the case. Number 2, remembering the chronology of events. Number 3, keeping the prayer of the petition in mind and understanding how each document takes you closer to the relief or the prayer in the petition. You have to read all the documents and annexures and understand their significance. It is possible that some documents are not placed on record, and therefore you should be aware of those documents. In my experience, while briefing some seniors, they want to see the index of the case file and want an explanation from you of the presence of every document that is on the file. At the appellate stage, you will also need to understand whether the document was placed before the court below, and if so, how the court below has dealt with it. If the matter arises out of civil or criminal trial, you may want to make sure that you have the exhibit number for each document which is being annexed to the petition or the appeal. Normally, judges' questions to you are going to emanate from the brief that you have, and most of them can be answered with reference to the documents contained in the brief. Therefore, familiarity with the brief is important. While you're reading the brief, anticipate questions and then refer to the documents. Imagine that you are answering the questions that are being put to you. For example, when you allege violation of principles of natural justice, the judge may ask you whether you have taken such a plea before the court below. In response to this question, you would be expected to draw the attention of the court to the document where you had in fact asked for an oral hearing or observance of principles of natural justice. Remember to understand how you have to deal with the arguments that will be raised against you. Make your notes, especially with reference to key averments, and make sure you note down page numbers of important averments and annexures.